How did someone even notice that? That's the question that keeps running through my mind every time I see the sheer expertise of the GTA community when it comes to finding hidden details in the materials released by Rockstar. And it's not just the discoveries themselves that impress me, it's the explanations behind each one and the theories on how these tiny details might connect to the game itself. In today's video, we're diving into some details you probably didn't notice in the game's artworks and screenshots. And more than that, we'll share a few theories that are going to blow your mind. Let's jump in. Let's start with a detail noticed by the GTA community that's just insane. In the most recent artwork featuring Lucia and Jason, if you look really closely, and it takes some serious attention, you can see that Lucia has a scraped left knee, suggesting she injured it at some point. But when did that happen? Well, the incredibly sharp-eyed GTA community analyzed the game's trailers and found a scene that explains Lucia's scraped knee. There's a moment in the trailer where Lucia is escaping down a ladder, and when she hits the ground, you can see her fall on her knees, possibly linking directly to the details shown in the artwork. Absolutely insane. This just goes to show how the artwork is directly connected to the game's storyline. Also, in our video about details you didn't notice in the artworks and screenshots, and if you haven't watched it yet, go check it out. It's awesome. I mentioned how Jason's bandage could hint at a more advanced healing and injury system in the game, but it might also point to a specific injury that happens in the story mode. Could this bandage also have an explanation hidden in the trailer? Just leaving that tip out there for the GTA community detectives. Now, here's another detail that proves the level of graphics this game is promising. In this beach screenshot, we see people walking around, people lying on the sand, all pretty normal. But if you take a closer look at the details, you'll see just how realistic these graphics are. Sunburned skin, sweat dripping down, detailed body hair, and even feet sinking into the sand and getting partially covered by it. And of course, there's one more cool detail, and it's really cool. Another interesting detail is the fact that Jason appears to be ambidextrous, and the official artworks actually reflect this. In the first artwork, released alongside the debut trailer, Jason is shown leaning against a car hood next to Lucia, holding a gun in his left hand. When I first saw that, I thought it was pretty cool. Maybe Jason is left-handed? But in the newly released artwork, Jason is now holding the gun in his right hand. This raises a few questions and sparks some theories. First off, will he actually be ambidextrous in the game? If so, maybe there'll be a feature where players can switch the gun hand with the press of a button. This could add a whole new dynamic to heists, potentially enhancing Jason's shooting performance. In situations where using the left hand is strategically better, we could just press a button and switch hands. On top of that, this skill could be a strong hint at his military background, since American soldiers are often trained to handle firearms with both hands for CQB situations. These are tight, confined encounters where shooting from around a corner or doorway with your dominant hand could be less accurate and more dangerous. On the other hand, it might also hint at the return of dual wielding like we saw in GTA San Andreas. That would suggest that this ambidextrous ability could be something we earn over time, perhaps through weapons training or regular visits to a shooting range, allowing us to level up our shooting skill until we unlock the ability to use a weapon in the other hand. But what do you think this detail means? Here's another fascinating detail, one that not only connects GTA 6 to GTA 5, but also strengthens the idea that both games exist within the same rich and continuous universe crafted by Rockstar Games. As fans of GTA 5 will remember, one of the key developments in Michael DeSanto's storyline is his longtime dream of becoming a film producer. That dream finally comes true when he produces the movie Meltdown. The film plays a significant role in his arc, symbolizing his transition from a life of crime to one of personal fulfillment. Even if temporarily, Meltdown ends up being a major success in the game's universe, with posters, commercials, and even a red carpet premiere. Now, fast forward to GTA 6. In the alternate version of the trailer, there's a blink-and-you-miss-it moment during a scene where Jason is robbing a store. If you pay close attention to the background, you'll spot a movie available for rent. And guess what? It's Meltdown. That's right. The very same film produced by Michael in GTA 5. This isn't just a random Easter egg, it's a strong indication that Meltdown was indeed a massive hit, becoming a widely distributed movie that has stood the test of time, at least in the GTA universe. It's a subtle but brilliant way for Rockstar to reinforce that events from GTA 5 left a lasting impact, and that characters like Michael continue to shape the world beyond the screen time we had with them. But that's not all. In the same scene, Jason is seen wearing a V-Rock t-shirt. For longtime fans, this is a huge throwback. V-Rock was one of the most iconic radio stations in GTA Vice City, featuring hard rock and metal music that defined the vibe of that era. Now, considering that GTA 6 is returning to a Vice City-inspired setting, many are speculating that this is a clue that V-Rock will make a full comeback in the new game. So what does it all mean? Is Rockstar confirming that V-Rock will be one of the radio stations available in GTA 6? Or is this just a nostalgic reference meant to please longtime fans? Personally, I believe it's more than just a nod. Rockstar is known for carefully choosing the details they include in promotional material, and this feels intentional. Almost like they're teasing the return of classic radio stations, perhaps updated with a modern twist. All in all, these little touches, like Meltdown showing up years later and the V-Rock shirt, don't just add depth. They build continuity, making the GTA world feel like a living, breathing universe where characters and events have lasting consequences. And that's one of the many reasons fans are so hyped for GTA 6. So, what do you think about these theories? Do you believe they could actually come true? I want to hear your thoughts down in the comments. And of course, help us out by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and hitting the bell so you don't miss any GTA content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.